Hello. My name is Patch. I work for peace and justice. For example, 30 years ago, as a clown, I said, how can I stop public violence? For example, you're in a grocery store, you turn the aisle, there's a parent and a child fighting. And so I think, hell, I can stop that fight. So what I did is I decided to pull up my pants legs like this and pull up my pants and reach in my pocket here, if I can, and pull out a nose. And believe it or not, it stopped the fight 100% of the time in 30 years. It represents 6,000 fights. But I want to show you some new technology I'm using. I call it the triple threat. Notice the first one is in my pocket. Look at this. And then, oh yeah. And I put in my Dilly Dog teeth. Oh, beautiful. And then I put in my snot. And I'm sure you can understand they're not going to be able to fight if I'm doing this. So the only question you have to ask yourself is, do I want to stop fighting? Because all I really had to do was make the decision in that moment to do something silly, and it stopped fights 100% of the time in 30 years. I'll tell you something, I have a great concern for the future of humanity. Nothing that I study gives me any sense we will survive this century. I get my hope from thinking it is not too late. We need a revolution of loving. For 5,000 years, no political system has worked because our value system is nested in greed and power over. If we changed our value system to compassion and generosity, every value system would work. So, this is your job, to make love a value. Okay, listen to me. If you can think of anything more important than loving, raise your hand. If you can think of anything more important than loving. I don't see any hand raised. Loving is the most important thing in life. But listen to me. I've been a free doctor for 45 years, and my first interview with a patient is 4 hours. I ask them about their relationship to the most important thing in life. What is your philosophy of loving? How do you carry it out? Not one person in 45 years had one. All right, we learn things in school. There's not one public school in the world, K through 12, that teaches 1 hour on the intelligence of loving in those 13 years. And I have never found a group of people who spent the evening discussing the intelligence of loving. So, loving is the most important thing in life, but we don't think about it, we don't educate on it, and we don't discuss it, and still it's the most important thing in life. I believe those who own this world and are destroying it made a very intelligent move. They decided to make and diminish the power of love by calling it an emotion. It is an emotion, but if you're good at it, it's an intelligence. So I am asking you here to make the decision tonight to never ever have an unloving moment again, for you to be loving. You be loving. Okay. I want you to say it. I will be loving. All right, now make the decision and say, I will be loving. Great. Now turn to somebody, look them in the eye, and make the commitment to them that you will be loving. Fabulous, because if you are radiantly loving every second the rest of your life, you are that revolution. You can make that happen. Another thing I want you to do is make it a commitment in your school system, more important than math, that love is taught as an intelligence, K through 12, 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. Start love clubs at your school where anybody who is hurting, that they can come there and to be loved. All right. I want to show you an example of the intelligence of loving by showing you a film from Arequipa, Peru. I saw this woman in a park. Her face was on her knees. For almost a half an hour, I never saw her lift her head. And why? Why on a beautiful day did she hide herself? Now, when I clown, I never ask permission. I go and invade their space, and I hope you can see. I want to show you what I'm doing. I am touching her. I am giving her absolute attention. No one else exists but Kathy, which is her name. No one exists. I am telling her, I always learn the language, friend, thank you, and I love you, te quiero, te quiero. And you see in this experience that she will wake up to that possibility. And you see that instead of hiding herself on her knees, that she is a beautiful young woman. So, why not have your radar out? You step on an elevator, you read the vibe, the person is hurting, you offer them a hug. You say, hey, do you need a friend? And I see I have a little bit more time, and I want you to tell you something. I'm actually a political activist. It is really important to feed the hungry, to shelter the homeless. But if we don't change the systems that are making those problems, they'll just increase. We need to end market capitalism. Money is not God. Money owns all of our politicians. There are no politicians. So, on a good day, I would say, why don't we all march to the mayor's office and ask him to step down, because he is poop. So, go to our website, patchadams.org. We do 9 clown trips a year. All of you are welcome. Do not take one moment off your revolution for loving. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patch. That was amazing. And you were amazing. And I think he's right. Love is the most important thing. And I'm going to say it now. I love you, Patch. I love you.
I thank you. I love you.
And this is Brianna. And Brianna has something she'd like to say.
Hi, Patch. As someone who has spent a lot of time in and out of hospitals, I want to say thank you for the work you do and the message you're spreading. This nose, to me and to all of us, symbolizes the love that you do. And we want you to know that we hear you and understand your message.
Thank you so much.
Look at the audience. Everyone stand up. Everyone's got their nose on.
I'm on a clown trip. Okay, we use computers. Okay, patchadams.org. I also teach at a children's circus camp. It's on our website. I hope to see you.
Thank you, Revolution!